Hey guys, Amy Wood here. I am live at home. We have watched the Murdaugh verdict come in, and I'm curious about your comments. If you saw it happen this afternoon on my Facebook page, it was around 6:41 when the jury let the clerk of court know that they had a verdict. That quickly got moved into the courtroom. The buzz started around the courthouse. And from our guy on the scene, the clerk told them at 6:41 they were done. So that was about 2 hours and 51 minutes into their deliberation before they got completely finished with an unanimous guilty verdict for Alex Murdaugh. If you've been keeping up, you're watching the Netflix special, you're watching the trial that's been underway for 6 weeks in South Carolina. We finally got that verdict in tonight. And again, it happened so fast. You would think after 6 weeks of testimony, you might have expected a couple of days deliberation. But no, 2 hours and they were done. And so it'll be interesting if anyone gets a chance to talk to any of the jury, which it's up to them. They are being kept secret in terms of their identity, but they can choose to speak to the media if they want to. So we'll see if any of them do. Because it'll be interesting to see what that was like. It also would be fun to talk to one of the alternates who was around so much of the testimony, and even the lady that got dismissed, who took her eggs with her this morning, to find out what happened. And that's a whole nother story. But the judge had to dismiss one of the jurors literally as they were getting ready to start deliberations because they discovered and were able to verify that she had spoken to 3 different people about her opinion on the case during the unfolding of the case. And that's against the rules. You can't talk about your opinions or decisions on the case at all. So she got kicked off, but before the judge had her to leave, he said, "Is there anything you have left in the jury room?" And she said, "Well, yes, a dozen eggs." And he was like, "Eggs?" And she's like, "Yeah, we had all said we were going to bring stuff, and so I brought eggs to share with everyone." And he said, "Well, do you want your eggs back?" And she's like, "Yes." Now that you're booting me, I'm taking my eggs with me. And so she took off with her eggs. So eggs became part of the discussion today. When we've talked about hogs, we've talked about dogs, we've talked about even in the closing arguments today, the velveteen rabbit, for goodness sakes, and what's real is what matters in life, which is interesting because that was the thought that was put into the head of the jurors just before they went into that deliberation room by the prosecution. So who's to say what did it for them? Was it all the evidence? Was it the emotional close that came from the state ultimately, the answer to the defense's close? We'll see. I don't know. I would love to talk to them. But I hope you guys appreciate the live updates that we've been doing. And if you want to go to my Facebook page, you'll find a full replay of the verdict as it came down, as the judge was reading it, as he passed the verdict to the clerk. And then as the clerk read the guilty verdicts out loud to Alex Murdaugh, standing there in courtrooms literally where he has helped to defend and or prosecute people for crimes that they committed. It's crazy, a crazy turn of events. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.